was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And just a yard to go here on second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
On second down, here's Barkley. Shifts by him, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 4th down. Here's Wilson. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first carry now for Kofradi Muhammad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Second and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try the left side. Muhammad, and he stopped immediately there. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
On first down, it's Fields. It's caught, Cooper. And down inside the 15 he goes. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And without as much fanfare as you might expect, Amari Cooper's gone over 1,000 yards in 5 of his 6 NFL seasons. And even without Dak Prescott for much of last year, he finished with a career-high 92 catches.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Fields throwing again. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Justin Fields, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Darius Toney on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A handoff. Barkley running left. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Fields. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
On second and goal, Wilson. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Fields. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Play action. It's Wilson. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Running left, it's Barkley. Oh, what a move. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Saquon Barkley. Barkley hit in the ball, pops free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Basham showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, Fields. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields letting one fly deep for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to... And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They go again with Muhammad, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Wilson. They'll roll him out right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Muhammad. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
He's back to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a toss right to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now it's Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Now Wilson. Open man right side is Shark. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this wing is...
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.